I'm Dave, you're watching Dave's Taste Buds, and welcome back. I got another great episode for you today.
Tell me what it is.
Rich, creamy tomato soup. What's better than that? Let's get right into it, and I'm gonna show you how to make this soup. Like and subscribe, do me a favor. You know, it's gonna be worth it. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it. I know you're watching. Look at this graphic right here. This graphic right here shows you that people are watching my episodes, but they're not subscribing. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. All right, let's get right into it. First thing, 4 tablespoons butter into your pot that you're gonna be making your soup in. Now, what we're gonna do first is we're just gonna cook down these onions. We're just gonna let them cook probably about 8 or 10 minutes. We're gonna want them to get translucent, maybe brown up a little bit, get them real nice. All right, we got our butter ready. Onions going in. This is, I think it's 2 small white onions, 3 cups, something like that. I'm gonna do the best I can to get you the exact ingredients as I do it, but if you're questioning, down below in the description, I'm gonna have the full recipe with the ingredients and the instructions, but I try to do it as I go. So I'm just gonna pause for a second. I'm gonna give these a couple minutes just to get to right where I want them, and then we'll come right back. All right, so it's been 10 minutes or so, and if you can see, look at these onions. Oh, they're so nice and brown. I wish you could smell it. Wish you could get a YouTube, smell-o-vision, smell tube?
That's a joke, isn't it?
All right, onions, butter. Got a little bit of chopped garlic going in here. 3 cloves, 2 tablespoons. Kind of get that in there. Just gonna give that a quick little stir. We wanna just barely get that garlic heated up. We don't want it to get burnt and turn bitter, so there we go. Perfect. Now, these are San Marzano style, which is not the same. Don't be fooled. You could use regular, tomatoes. You could use the San Marzano style.
What did you just say?
You could actually use San Marzano if you can get them. Yeah, so tomatoes. You only want to get the tomato and the juice in there. A couple cans of these bad boys. Throw them right in there. We're gonna put in fresh chopped basil. Yeah, we're gonna save a little bit to garnish the top. I'm gonna use a little fresh cracked. We're gonna use a little fresh cracked pepper. A little bit. You can always add more to your liking at the end. This is a teaspoon of sugar. I mean, as you know, sometimes tomatoes can just be, I don't know, they can just get acidic, and you kind of want to cut that a little bit. So we're just gonna put, this is a teaspoon. I'm just gonna use a pinch in here. Sweeten it up a little bit too. 2 cups chicken stock. That's going in there too. And that's all we're gonna do for now. I'm gonna turn up the heat. I'm gonna let this simmer a little bit, and then then we're gonna get back to it. So sit tight. All right, we've got our tomatoes just simmering perfectly. It's been probably 15-20 minutes. I really wanted those tomatoes to break down and pull all the flavors together, so I left it on there a little bit longer than I typically would. Now, you could always take a potato masher even and mash this up. If you like it chunky, I like my tomato soup nice and smooth. So a couple of things. You can either put this into a blender or a food processor. You could zip it up that way. You might have to do it in a couple batches, but you could do that. Or you get yourself one of these stick blenders, immersion blenders. And all we're gonna do is we're gonna get it in here. And we're gonna do this and we're gonna smooth this soup out. And like I said, depending on how chunky or smooth you like it, you do it to how you like it.
5 minutes later.
Now that we've got it almost to a consistency we want, this is half a cup of rich, heavy cream. Then I like to use half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. This is Pecorino Romano.
No, he's not even Italian, right?
I'm just gonna use this, and we're just gonna blend this in here too. Okay, I should have grabbed a towel. Here we go. So I'm gonna let this simmer and reduce a little bit more. I mean, the consistency is really good. It's got a great color. So I'm gonna let this just simmer just a few more minutes. Just really let it pull the rest of those flavors from the cream and the cheese together. And then we're gonna taste it side by side. So do me a favor, hit subscribe, and sit tight. I'll be right back. Okay, we've got this tomato soup just blended and reduced to absolute perfection. I tasted it. I added a tiny bit more salt to it, just to try to bring the flavors all together. But other than that, it's absolutely perfect. So let's check it out. This is, just give you a side by side. Look at how orange and rich and just delicious this one looks as opposed to, you know, this is Campbell's. What are you gonna do? We're gonna put a little Campbell's in a bowl just to try to dress it up and make it look nice. I don't know. Looks thin. Looks like, you know, it's got some kind of food coloring in it. I'm even gonna do it a favor and put that on there just for yucks. Then I'm gonna get it right out of the way. Get over there. And here's ours. Whoop, I do need the ladle. Yeah, rich, creamy, homemade. Let's put a couple scoops in here. There we go. Little basil on top.
I'm just gonna make myself a grilled cheese.
Here we go. Whew. Side by side. Whew. The grilled cheese I whipped up, because you need it. Let's just, for the sake of argument, yeah. It's exactly what you think. I taste this and I picture it as when I was a kid, just kind of with some crushed up saltines all over it. That's kind of how we ate it. So yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not great. It's just not, certainly not what this is gonna be. All right, let's check it out. Oh, yeah. That is fire. It is so tomatoey, so creamy. It's not acidic, but it's not sweet. There's plenty of basil flavor. Oh yeah, let me see. Oh boy. Just for the sake of doing it, you know, dunking that grilled cheese. Yeah, just do it. Watch the episode again if you have to. All the descriptions and everything is down below. It's not hard to do. You can do it. Go do it. Check out this video I have up here. I got a bunch of great videos down here. All you gotta do is smash this little subscribe thing that's down in this corner somewhere. And I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate you checking this out. So like, subscribe, And when you're done doing all that, go cook something.